Happy Hump Day, everybody. Happy Hump Day. Y'all know today who I am, Mr. Menifee. And here today is on Hump Day, it's Pointe Podcast Day. And as y'all know, we always got a special guest. And that special guest is a good friend of mine, brother from another mother. As you know, I love to interview my brothers from other mothers, because it's always interesting and they also shine light on their businesses and successes just as well. So today at the Pinpoint Podcast, we're going to talk to Mr. Jackson. We're going to talk about him being a chef, talk about him owning his restaurant, doing a couple other things in the hospitality business, restaurant business. And like I say, y'all know at Pinpoint Podcast, everything is always real estate. And today I'm going to give you his meal of choice though. His meal of choice, because everybody on Pinpoint Podcast that come out there and speak to us on our podcast, we cook their meal of choice. We cook anything they want, it's fine, as long as it's not swine. So his meal of choice today was dirty rice. Of course, that's with turkey meat. We got him some fried fish as his request, and salad, and we got some sausage links. So you know what, in a good old salad, we got fried fish, dirty rice, sausage links, and salad. And his drink of choice, Jameson. My drink of choice today, Casamigo Reposado. Hey, look, we're going to have fun today. We hope y'all always, to see all our other podcasts. Like and subscribe to our YouTube page, and that's Pinpoint Foundation. That's Penpointe Foundation. Like and subscribe to it, and check out the other podcasts that we got, because you're always going to be entertained. You're always going to be educated just as well by both. And then you can see the good meals that we cook for our clients, and we cook for our Pinpoint Podcast guests. Hey, it's Mr. Menifee. Hope to see y'all soon. All right, everybody. It's Mr. Menifee. Welcome to Pinpoint Podcast. And today we have here, brother from another mother, Mr. Jackson, like no other. There we go. Pinpoint Podcast. Y'all know every Wednesday is Hump Day, Pinpoint Podcast Day, And today on our podcast, we have Mr. Jackson. But like always all guests are special. So I'm going to have Mr. Jackson introduce himself before we jump right on in it.
Well, thank you, sir.
Introduce yourself. Tell them where you from.
Straight out of Mississippi.
Country. But go ahead.
Yeah, but raised in Atlanta.
You gonna tell me your damn name?
You just said my name.
No, I said Mr. Jackson.
That's good enough. Wow.
This the type of
Mr.
podcast.
John Jackson,
There
a.k.a. Big Yellow, Big Mr. Southside. Yeah.
Southside Mississippi.
Southside Atlanta.
Southside.
Southwest Atlanta.
Oh Lord, this the podcast for the Wednesday Hump Day. Let's jump right on in it. Hey, today we're gonna talk about a couple of things. We're gonna hit the market. And one of them we gonna talk about. Mr. Jackson over there called himself a chef. He called himself a chef. I mean, I gotta say you call yourself a chef. I mean, I ain't got your chef credentials. I didn't sign off on it. You wasn't in my kitchen, chef. But this Mr. John Jackson. And what we want to talk about today is, he tell you he from Mississippi. What brought you down here to Atlanta? Let's jump start that right now.
Money and fame. Everybody came to Atlanta for the same thing.
I didn't come to Atlanta.
Get some money, looking for the American dream.
This ain't Hollywood.
It's something like Hollywood.
Not back in the 1990s.
Oh yeah, it's always been fake Hollywood. You know that.
It's been fake Hollywood? I don't know. I ain't come down here for that.
Yeah, it's always been fake Hollywood.
It's always been a fake Hollywood? So how long you been here?
I've been here over 30 years.
Over 30 years. Been in the military too, right?
Yeah, I did a little something.
How you doing in the military?
What did I do?
How you do?
I did all right, motherfucker.
How'd you do? Honorable?
Yeah, I'm honorable.
Honorable discharge, huh?
Yeah. I ain't get no damn dishonorable discharge.
I ain't say nothing about no dishonest.
Look, first of all, Jerry Springer. Don't
I'm not no Jerry Springer. I'm Mr. Menifee.
disparage my character. I ain't never got no honorable discharge for nothing.
That's what I just
When I
said.
got out of jail, it was honorable.
No, but you just said you never got an honorable discharge.
Dishonorable discharge.
You said which one is it? You confused.
I never got a dishonorable discharge.
You never got a dishonorable or you never got an honorable?
I never got a dishonorable.
You never got a dishonorable or honorable.
I got honorable.
You got an honorable that was dishonorable.
Honorable.
Dishonorable. No muscle popped up at all.
Stand up guy.
Stand up guy.
Stand up guy.
I did. Mr. Honorable discharge or dishonorable discharge. I ain't trying you like that. Let's just come on in. You know, everything's always real estate over here at Pointe Podcast. Tell me how you got into the real estate business.
I met this guy. I met my partner right here 25 odd years ago, and he taught me the game.
To the education. I don't got no game to teach.
I mean, he taught me.
I educated you.
He educated me in how to better myself and stay off these streets.
Yeah. Stay off the streets. You was in the streets?
Appreciative.
You was in the streets?
I wasn't really in the street. I was just riding down.
Oh, you was teasing, not pleasing?
Yeah, I was just teasing.
Just for a reason and a season.
Yeah.
And what was the season and the reason for?
Summertime, you know.
Summertime. So you was like Fresh Prince. Summertime.
I wasn't never like Fresh Prince.
No, I'm talking about the song.
I'm more like Jay-Z, something like that.
But Fresh Prince made the song Summertime.
That's still something,
But that ain't what it is.
nah.
So I know you owned a couple of restaurants. I know you had Charlo's for about, 5, 6 years?
8.
8 years. All right, well, I can stand the correction, good
Yeah,
brother.
it's all good.
But you ain't got to say it all tough and shit. But, okay, you had Charlo's. I know it was a very nice spot. Tell us where the Charlo's name came from.
Charlo's is my family name on my mother's side. So that's the name of our family, ancestors. Creole, French. Ancestors.
Sound like some voodoo shit the way you said it.
Hey, man, might be some voodoo in there.
Mississippi, yeah.
Yeah, this shit just like Texas.
Now, Mississippi, y'all have a lot of backyard insects. We don't have that shit.
I don't know nothing about that.
I'm just saying, Mississippi ain't like
I'm saying
Texas.
I don't know nothing about that. I know about Texas though.
But you heard about that from Mississippi.
No, I heard about it in Texas.
You ain't hear about that in Texas. No, you didn't. You just saying some shit now.
Give me the 100.
That ain't the 100 though, cause you ain't really heard.
It's a bunch of Creoles and all that shit in Houston too.
Well, it's a bunch of all that shit all around America. Everything got spread throughout.
No, not like in the South. It's different.
Not like in the South. Well, everybody in LA and New York come from the South.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, so what you talking about?
The same thing you talking about.
I'm just trying to.
What applies to me applies to you.
No, I'm from Texas. It don't.
It ain't really no big difference. It's just a name.
It's a real big deal. Y'all slaves just got freed in the 2000s.
I don't know nothing about that.
Google it.
I've been free.
You was born free?
Yes, sir.
You got your papers?
Yes. I got my papers. I've been free.
So Charlo's is what we call a ancestry name. Whose name is that?
Oh, my great grandfather's name passed down from his enslaver.
From his master?
Yeah.
Enslaver?
Enslaver.
So why you just didn't say from his master?
Enslaver.
You want to call it enslaver?
Like Menifee is passed down from an enslaver. Same thing.
From a master.
A master.
But you comfortable saying my name passed down from the master, but not yours.
Yeah, I really am. Yeah.
So, what made you name it Charlo's? And tell me what Charlo's consists of.
Charlo's because my grandmother was an outstanding cook, and I learned how to cook from watching my grandma and my mama. So that was the inspiration behind naming it Charlo's.
That was the inspiration. But only thing about the inspiration is the good thing, but the skills wasn't passed down. You had other cooks in there to make the restaurant.
Well, I trained them on our recipes. You know, something like how I showed you how to do that, gumbo and all that stuff.
You showed me how to do a gumbo. You know we on Pointe podcast, right?
Yeah.
And you know we don't do nothing but truth serum on here.
Exactly.
So once you goddamn stop lying now.
No, I will never lie.
Oh my God.
No, I probably.
Well, you know the whole world know me, and I got the best gumbo in the world.
Yeah, it's just when you stop cooking it out the box.
So I cook gumbo out the box.
Not anymore, sir.
Wait, all you have to do is go to that
showed you how to
YouTube.
make a roux.
You showed me how to make.
Oh yeah, it was me. It was me.
Well, you know what the art.
Just acknowledge it. You know what? Just say you know what.
But here's the thing about the acknowledgement.
My dog.
What I understand about acknowledgement is sometimes you gotta acknowledge a person is delusional.
Oh.
And then the art of deception is first you convince yourself of the bullshit lie, then it's easy for you to repeat it and deceive others. Because in your mind, that's truth.
Let me ask you this. Did I acknowledge you taught me how to do mortgages?
You ain't have an option.
Well, I acknowledge I taught you how to make roux.
Nigga, you ain't teach me how to make shit.
Okay. Well,
You taught me how to make, I've been making roux since I was a kid.
no, that's a lie.
Oh my God. Well, anyway, it's a delusional podcast today since we see where this going to turn.
See, everybody watching this podcast today and tomorrow and throughout the future, this is why people don't want to give people their flowers.
I give you your flowers. You ain't give them all those goddamn roux.
I give him his flowers, but
Oh my God.
when I met this man, he was making gumbo out of the box. And that's facts.
Oh my
We
God.
have to bring 7 more people in here to do a podcast and acknowledge the fact that he was making gumbo out of the box. We can. But I taught him how to make a roux.
I really want you to do that.
Yeah. He taught me how to cook lamb chops. I ain't know how to cook lamb chops till I met him.
I taught you how to wash out your meat.
Oh.
You did not wash no meat out. Your method of meat washing while you cook was taking the meat out the pack, blood and all, and sticking it on the hot pan or the hot grill and talking about it's gonna kill the germ.
Facts.
Thank you. See what I'm saying?
See, this is how
This
you
is a
acknowledge-
nasty ass
This
chef
is how
cooking.
you acknowledge truth.
Yeah.
See?
I would acknowledge truth if you said truth, but thus this far, there has been no truth uttered.
Anybody out there who buys their meat at a reputable establishment also was a food inspector in the military. So I know that when you buy your meat, it's clean.
Did you complete the military?
Again, I plead the fifth. That's not
This ain't no
not
coin.
relevant to. Food
It is relevant.
preparation.
If you brought up the military
completed-
talking
I
about
completed-
you was a food
I
inspector
completed
and you
the
don't wash
time.
your meat,
I was alive.
It-
Now back to the.
did they ask you to just leave the military?
No, they didn't.
That's me leave.
You just left.
No, I didn't. You can't just leave the military, sir.
What they do?
What you mean? What they do?
Go on, tell the truth, shame the devil.
We had a mutual understanding, a mutual parting of the ways.
You had a mutual part of the goddamn ways. Now ain't that some shit?
But it's the truth.
Is it the real truth?
It's the honesty.
It's gonna set you free.
Set me free.
Well, you are free right now, aren't you?
But we was talking about cooking the meat. Fire kills all germs, just so y'all know.
What about the seasoning?
What do you mean? So now you calling me white?
Got it. See,
Not, see,
a hit dog.
see,
I just said, what
did not
about the seasoning?
Come on this show.
I didn't say nothing about. I just said, what about the seasoning?
What about the seasoning?
I'm
You
saying,
trying to say I
hey,
don't season my meat?
did you season your meat with the blood on it, or when it cooked and then you put it? Because we know you don't wash it off, so I'm just trying to figure out at what point you season the bloody meat.
I wash my meat.
So don't do that.
When did you
Don't
start?
disparage me. I have customers who come eat in my place business. So don't be around here
We
disparaging.
talking about when you was young.
Oh, okay.
We not talking about right now. You've learned some things by being around me. Learn how I took you to Chef JL school.
Oh, okay. All right.
First thing we wash our meat out.
Yeah.
Cause I know in your ancestries
Oh,
they washed their meat, but that part skipped over you.
oh. Okay, well.
I mean, Charlo's was good.
You're kind of historian, you know that we don't really barbecue.
Yeah, exactly.
Fish fry.
That's why you wanted fish today. And you got fish. Was the fish good?
This was actually
All right then. Your dirty rice was good?
it was okay for a box rice.
Yeah, it was box rice.
It was good. It was
Uh-huh.
Everything was delicious.
This motherfucker.
Everything was delicious.
And here at Pinpoint Podcast, we gonna always cook all our guests a meal of their choice.
That's correct.
And this young man, he picked his meal of choice. But then you're gonna insult it when you just ate
I
it?
didn't insult you.
I say insult it.
It was delicious.
All right then. Well, then say
Super
that.
good.
So let's go back to Charlo's.
Go ahead.
Charlo's, you said, okay, it's in my blood, it ain't on me, it's in me. I'm gonna create my name and I'm gonna call it this. And it was a blessing you to sustain time for 8 years, even through the pandemic. So now, your next venture out, I know you was at the restaurant, one of Houston's finest.
Oh yeah, you left that out.
Yeah, you was at the first Houston's finest.
That's how restaurants became to be.
Yeah, yeah. You ran the first Houston finest, you and my brother.
You don't forget Shorty.
Shorty was there. You and Junior ran it. Dax worked in the kitchen, and Shorty was there. And you did your thing. We turned some good numbers at that spot, and we stayed crowded and all that.
First dream that ever came true.
The restaurant, yeah, you ran. It was ran real good. We made some pretty good money. Met a lot of very interesting people. It was off of Roswell Road in Atlanta.
For all y'all today who are still around, it's Chef Rob has the
Yeah, Chef Rob got the spot now. He got it shortly after me because I went and opened up a spot over 78. And I was one of the first blacks, or the first black, opened up a cigar bar out here in Atlanta.
Facts.
Yeah, enclosed glass cigar bar.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So when you went on and running your restaurant, because that's your dream, you're doing it now as well. At the name of the spot you chefing at is,
Parlor.
and where is that located?
249 Peter Street, on the corner of Peter Street and Fair Street.
Where they used to be?
You know, it used to be
That
it used to be like a city Whole Foods like market, but independent, like a grocery store.
I thought it was that seafood crowd spot.
That's next door. That was Baltimore Seafood.
Yeah, Baltimore Seafood.
Yeah,
Then you had 255, and then you had the pizza spot. So y'all, which end?
I'm on the end towards the parking lot. Everybody know Peter Street. You know they got a parking lot right at the end on Fair Street and Peter Street. So I'm right at the end.
So chefing is your passion, is your love.
Yeah, I love cooking. I love entertaining and having a place that people like to come to and enjoy themselves.
So what's your favorite dish that you would say you like to prepare for people at the restaurant you're at now? That you enjoy seeing people eat.
Well, I like them to eat everything, but I think my favorite dish that I like to cook is probably shrimp Creole. That's probably my favorite dish.
Shrimp Creole?
Yeah.
So you make a kilo etouffee?
Yes. Make good etouffee.
Make it good or a kilo? It's a difference.
Killer.
But you said good.
Well, you know.
You ain't gonna get the confusion.
Killer.
But you said good.
You know, I was just, replying to your.
No, you was saying what you are.
You heard what I said now, right? Killer.
But if I would have gave you the word killer, you would have said
You
killer.
know what? It don't matter.
It don't matter.
It don't matter. It's killer.
See, we're not talking about what it's your mind. We're talking about what you really prepare.
Yeah, I can prepare everything.
No, I'm talking about the word killer.
Well, that applies to everything.
Well, then what is a killer etouffee?
I would say
Crawfish.
crawfish.
Crawfish etouffee.
Well, as with anything, when you're cooking Creole food or Cajun food, or mostly Creole, it starts with the root. So for me, I want crawfish that's been in the shell, peel them, And you take them shells and boil them and make you a stock. And then you add that to your roux, give it that real crawfish flavor. So we do everything from scratch. We don't do nothing out the box. And we try to give you a true Creole or Cajun experience.
So the macaroni and cheese?
There's nothing Creole about that.
I'm just saying, you make it out the box or you make it from scratch?
Make it from scratch.
So you don't do nothing out the box?
Nothing out the box.
So even on your fast prep meals, you coming home, you gonna cook them?
We don't have a fast prep meal.
You gonna turn that phone off. You on the Pinpoint Podcast, no phones allowed.
Can you edit this part? You can be talking to me like that, bro.
Who you call it boy?
I said,
Boys.
I said, bro.
Oh, okay. All right. No, boy is a white racist word.
I don't call people boy.
Michael taught us back then on the days of good times.
I don't call people boy. Y'all have a valet or ice person? I'm running low.
Yeah, you get one of them on a break. Hey, y'all, we at Pinpoint Podcast. We supposed to cater to this old bougie guy we got over here on Pinpoint Podcast. Because, all things is real estate. If we get ready to jump into real estate, I want to start off with him being this chef that he say he is.
Oh,
And, I mean, you want me to call you a chef? That he's a chef.
You know what?
I just said you're a chef.
Say it the right way.
You're a chef.
Say Chef Jackson.
Chef Jackson.
My man.
All
My
right.
man.
Well, say Chef JL.
Chef JL.
All right, my man. See what I'm saying? We're going to agree to disagree to come to a full agreement. Is that it?
There you go.
All right, we're going to take 5, y'all, at Pinpoint Podcast. We supposed to get this man him some ice, and then we're going to jump back into the podcast.
I'm drinking Jameson. You know what I'm saying? I like it straight, but I prefer it on the rocks. And since we had a fine establishment, I would like my ice.
All right, well, we supposed to get him his ice. We're going to come back in 5 and stay alive.
Introducing to you Pinpoint Foundation's Real Estate Lounge, a unique experience in all things real estate and other business ventures. Pinpoint is an expansive company that is driven to put our customers' best interests first in all aspects. From commercial and residential real estate representation, where we do closings here at the office, to our 501c3, mentoring and nonprofit events, filming productions, and courier services, come let Pinpoint point you in the right direction and experience business better than you have before. We're not a regular real estate company, we're a cool real estate company. Visit us on our websites, pinpointbrokers.net and pinpointfoundation.org, and check us out on our social media platforms. Pinpoint Foundation is always accepting donations through Zelle to Pinpoint Foundation or through mail-in checks. See you soon!
All right, before we was rudely interrupted by Mr. Jackson's business call in the middle of a podcast, one thing about being an entrepreneur, you always working, but sometimes we can overwork ourselves. You agree?
I agree.
Sometimes we don't know how to discipline ourselves. Do you agree?
Definitely.
When we don't know how to discipline ourselves when we're going out to other motherfucking establishments and have rules and regulations, because we set our own rules and regulations within our establishment, sometimes you have a tendency not to follow the rules and regulations at somebody else's establishment. Do you agree?
I think this is going somewhere.
I'm just saying, do you agree?
I definitely agree.
See, because if I walk in somebody's motherfucking establishment and they say no phones, guess what I'm going to do?
Leave your phone on.
No, I'm going to leave my phone off.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Because, see, in the podcast, we can't point you in the right direction and get to where we're going if you keep being
I apologize.
disrespectful.
I apologize, Mr. Miller.
I'm going to accept that apology, but next time be careful with it.
Okay, sir. I don't want no problem.
Yeah, I don't want no
I
problem
just
either.
can't enjoy myself.
Well, we enjoyed ourselves. We just,
Eat my fried fish. Politic with my brother.
there you go.
I don't want no problem.
I don't want no problem. Hands up. We don't never want no problems over here on Pinpoint. We just having fun. Talk about the restaurant business because we both don't like it. We both love it. We both love cooking and enjoy cooking. We both enjoy each other's food.
Correction. Let me correct that part. I have a passion for cooking, but I prefer not to cook anymore. I'm getting old. I like people to cook, do all the shit I tell them to do now. I prefer them to do it. I don't want to sit back there and do it anymore.
Well,
But I will get out there and do it.
well, that's fair enough. I enjoy doing it. I love doing it. That's why I'm a real chef.
Okay.
No, I love doing
I didn't
it.
know you was a real chef, but okay.
You're a dictator.
I'm a what?
Dictator.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
You just said you like to sit back and dictate and tell people how to cook.
So I like to teach them how to cook and let them do it.
So you're an educator.
Yes. I'm not a dictator.
You're a teacher.
Yes.
A teacher that dictates to people and tell them how to cook.
Well, I don't dictate, sir.
But when you're talking to her, you're not dictating.
Well, I use diction when I talk.
And then when you use
Proper
diction,
diction, yes.
yeah, and then when you put tater on the end, dictator.
I'm not a dictator.
But then if you look up the definition of dictator,
This orator, person who speaks.
a person who speaks, so you'll be speaking to them, instructing them.
But we have it written down as well.
Oh, but you don't do no speaking.
You can read it.
You don't do no speaking.
I speak,
You do more speaking than you do writing.
definitely.
Okay, so you're a dictator.
In that
That's in
sense.
denial.
In that sense.
Yeah, see? I'm just trying to educate you on letting you know who you are. You're a dictator.
Well, thank you for the education.
Yeah.
It's always a blessing to be around brothers amongst, knowledgeable people.
Yeah, I just want people to know
Knowledge.
what you are.
About yourself.
You need to be proud of
I'm
who
very
you
proud
are.
of who I am.
Be proud. We toasting to the dictator. There you go. There you go. Long as we know who he is. Now we're going to step back to this realm of restaurateur.
Wonder how I got it. I wonder who I learned the dictatorship from.
I don't know. I don't know. But we going to go back to the restaurant business.
Go ahead.
So with Charlo's, your 8-year tenure, which is a very long time, y'all got a decade out of it. You're doing blessed. Then they re-gentrify the area. They just start,
Well,
because I know a lot of the restaurants is not there anymore.
Yeah, the investment group bought the building from Germany,
Out of Germany.
and they didn't want to renew anybody's leases.
And that's the thing about leases, that we'll get into that since this is real estate. You understand leases, and you've dealt with leases of your own, right, through your business, because you had your barbershop. You cut real good hair.
Thank you.
Yeah, you one of the best barbers. One of my best barbers, my
Was.
best.
Was.
Yeah, I know. I said past tense. The best barber I ever had, my partner out of Houston, Ant Banks. He's still good. When I go to H-Town, I try to get a cut from him if I can, if he ain't booked up. That was your passing too. But you had a shop, had a couple of shops. And then one of the things about having shops is what I educate people on about leases, because that's a major part of real estate in the business. Negotiating the proper lease. Would you say each one of your leases was well negotiated or under negotiated?
Very, very under negotiated.
And the reason why it was under negotiated is why?
Is because I was powerless when
Right.
it came down to maintenance, upkeep.
And you negotiated them yourself,
Yes.
pretty much.
Yes.
That's why it's always good to have somebody,
A commercial.
a commercial firm like Pinpoint Brokers, to represent you.
I agree.
Because one of the main things in leases, one of the main things in small businesses for you guys out there, the number one failure in most brick and mortar small businesses is their lease. Because when they negotiate that lease, 99 to 100% of them
It's in the
always guaranteeing the lease. They don't secure themselves for regentrification purposes, because you don't think of these things. They don't secure themselves for the maintenance purposes, because you don't foresee these things. They don't secure themselves for if the landlord goes belly up, because again, they don't foresee these things. So kind of like what happened with you with Charlo's.
And for me to interject, the most important thing that I realize we don't do is we don't read leases.
A lot of people don't read leases. They don't get.
You're so happy to get a lease and be happy to start your business. You don't break it down and go line by line and understand what you're signing. Because a lot of times, in our haste to move quickly and to bring your dream to fruition, you don't really take the time to understand what you're signing or what you're locking yourself into. So I think that with Charlo's and how it all unfolded, because you remember I had a flood and
I had a lot of things.
I had a lot of issues there,
Right.
and the bottom line was I signed a lease what made me the sole person responsible.
You was the sole responsible person to take care of somebody else's space that would never be yours. And then when they decide to sell it, you didn't have no type of security clause in place in the leases where I was going with it. It's the same thing happened with your barbershop. You didn't have nothing in place when you got, just say if you got a rodent problem that didn't come from your own it didn't come from your own business. It came from your neighboring business. There should have been a rodent clause in there. When you had the flood that didn't come from your own business, that should have been a clause in there. When they sell the business, the building, that should have been some type of protection in there for you. And the vast majority of small business owners, what they don't do, because they don't want to invest in themselves because they think it's too much money, which it ain't enough money. You're to pay an attorney $600 or $1,000, whatever it costs to review that lease, because those ands, those its, and those r's mean something. And every lease, 100% of every lease that a landlord prepare when they send it to their attorney, it's gonna benefit them. It would never benefit you. That's why they give you the opportunity, and they not just to review, but they actually tell you, hey, send it to your attorney, or do you have an attorney? And when you tell them no, they love that, because now they know you supposed to just sign and be bound by every term and condition of that lease. So going to Charlo's, you didn't go out of business. You got ran out of business. See, it's a difference. You lasted 8 years. However, you still could have been there to this day had they not sold that place. And had you had the proper, I know you came to us when it was a little bit too late. Like most people.
Yeah, I will say, it's a learning experience, and I recommend anyone who's interested in starting a business. Do your due diligence, hire a commercial broker to negotiate on your behalf, who has your interests at heart, because the owners and the landlords do not give a damn about you or your business. They're there to collect and get paid for that space.
That residual income.
And they don't care who's in there.
And then,
They got somebody in there.
and what another thing you didn't secure in the lease, which most people don't secure in their leases, you go and invest and you infuse money to renovate the space to your liking. However, if your business go belly up for whatever reason, landlord might not be doing no proper market or whatever.
Just made their space.
You just gave them what we call a turnkey business. And now in that turnkey business, they could just go right back and say, hey, we got a restaurant here, it's already up and running, got a grease trap, it had the liquor license here, so that means it'll be easy for you to get the liquor license, you got your food license, you just got to go in there and clean it up. But we want this much now because we turn it over to the next person. We'll turn it over to you as what we call a turnkey. So now they charge them more rent because you put them in that position. So now that you know that, on your next endeavor, like where you at now, you Paula, is it your place or is it a place that you hold the kitchen?
Yeah, it's not my place. Actually, the place is owned. The building is owned by one of my business partners. So they actually are the owners of the building.
Right. So they're owner of the lease space or the building.
They own the building.
They own the building. So the far as the is it a lounge club or what?
Lounge.
So the lounge within itself is the lounge part of the business.
Yes.
So the lounge owns the property,
The property.
owns the real estate. So you lease a space. The kitchen is yours.
Well, I'm within the leasing group. I'm within the partners. So I'm part of the partners.
You part of the partner. I'm just saying as far as the cooking part, because we try to talk about the sustainability, and this time, if how long you could go 8 years,
Well, this
can you
time-
sustain
Yeah.
because you negotiated
Yeah.
a contract, which is what a lease
Well,
is.
the difference between that and this is at that with Charlo's, I owned the business and I actually leased from the people who owned the building.
You own the business and the lease.
Right.
The lease space belong to your business.
The
Right.
business, this in this case, the building is owned by the business,
Right.
so it's a different contract. It's not the same dynamics as the other one.
Okay. So what's the difference?
But I won't be bought out.
You can't be bought out. But if you don't own the building, you can always be bought out.
Well, yeah, I don't
Because if they decide to sell,
or if they decide to change it up,
lease, whatever they decide to do, again, you're back into that predicament that you was a short.
well, not the same because I'm part of the business. You know, the business is in the business is part of the business. So if we open another business, I'm going with it.
Okay, I'm understanding what you're saying, but I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. If you don't control that lease of the part of the business that you own, if they decide to sell that space, get up and sell the business, close the business, where do that leave you?
That leaves me without a business.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So you always want to position yourself where you're in a more controlling part of your business on how it ends. It's kind of like,
Well, with this business, I'm not.
but let me just say this here.
I have partners. So
Okay, I understand, but everybody got a percentage of partnership. But let me give you an understanding of what I'm saying. When we negotiate leases on pinpoint broker size, anybody looking for a lease space, whether you want to renegotiate your lease, whether you're looking for a new location, whether you want to downsize or upsize, pinpoint brokers can help y'all out. Pinpointbrokers.net. That's our business, pinpoint commercial. And this year, actually, 2022 made 30 years for us being in business. 30 years. You know what I mean? On the real estate side. You know.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, we're gonna drink to that. We look for a reason to drink any damn way. Well, let's drink. Let's toast to that.
Let's toast to that.
You know what I'm talking about? But here's the thing. Toast to that. 30 years. So basically what I'm saying is now when you want to secure your lease with options. Like say if we negotiated just your space, this new location. All right, even though you got partners, the partners owns the building, we would have put a clause in there to where before you can sell this, if my business is generating me $1 million a year annually in sales, I have to be compensated for that. And if you decide to sell the building and keep the business there, I need an option. Just say like the space, we want to do a 10-year lease with a 10-year option, or a 20-year lease with a 10-year option. That means after that 20 years, if we've been successful, or after that 10 years we've been successful, before you go lease it to somebody else, you gotta have an option to release to me because we got a clause. Or we would have put the clause in there first right of refusal. You decide to sell, you got to give me the first right of refusal to sell to me. Because if you don't, you uproot that business and now you out of business, which is what a lot of small business owners end up. That's why it's good for them to have somebody like Pinpoint Brokers to represent them. Whereas Pinpoint Brokers or anybody else, long as somebody really do commercial real estate, not somebody that do residential, and then they know you looking for a space. Oh, you know I'm like today. I can do commercial, but you don't know nothing about commercial. You don't know nothing about leases. You don't know how to negotiate. You don't know the terms. Only thing you looking for as you as a client in a commission check. You don't want nobody looking at you as a dollar sign when you're in business. When you in business, like you are, you looking for somebody to have an understanding because you B2B, business to business. Have an understanding you want to grow with me and you help me along the way as I grow. And then I make you the main person to go out and hunt for me other locations after we see how this location do. So when you go back to Charlotte's, that's one of the things. Do you see you made a mistake in?
Oh yeah, all the time.
And you had a business partner with Charlotte's, right?
Yeah.
Who's your business partner?
Christiana Coker Jackson,
And who is she?
my wife.
Oh, okay. So you and your wife, ex-wife or wife?
Wife.
Okay, you and your wife, so you still married. Y'all just separated. Okay. So you and your wife, y'all was in business together, because to my understanding, she got another location.
Yes, she do.
And it's called
Daddy D's.
Daddy D's. And that's been around for about, what, 30 plus years at this point?
Yeah, about 30, 35 maybe.
Yeah, 30-something years. And she bought that after Charlotte's, after y'all Charlotte's closed. And that's been doing pretty good for her.
Yeah.
Daddy D's on Memorial Drive. That's been,
That's excellent.
yeah, it's been really good. I mean, because it's barbecue.
She was just voted top 10. She was in the top 10 best barbecue joints in Atlanta.
Yeah, I read that article. Yeah, give it up for Miss Jackson. Yeah, because she was in the top 10, and she was also on on the Today Show where they gave her a grant or something, right?
She's been on. Yeah, she got a grant from NBC, and she also.
Yeah, NBC. Well, that's in Today, right? NBC Today.
Yeah, she's been on several Food Network and food programs.
Okay. So that's kind of running in. I can see. Okay, so it's really running in your genes. So the thing now, what are your plans on? How do you want to now be recognized on where you at, and what is your goals on where you at now? Are you looking to do your own thing, or you right now you comfortable and content here? Would you ever open up another one yourself?
Of course, if it was the right opportunity.
Use Pinpoint and we create the opportunity. Remember who you sitting with?
I'm sitting with one of my good friends and
Creator.
great mentor.
Right. Well, I appreciate that, but you got to remember we create. You understand what I say to her?
Oh, talk a lot.
Yeah, but I'm trying to tell you, use the word creator.
I like that word.
Yeah, I'm trying to say
you ask me what I want. Do I want to do something else? It depends on the situation. At this point in my life, I'm happy and content with what I got going on. Of course, I would love more, but I don't know if I really want to be in Atlanta for another 10, 20 years.
Oh, okay. So if you did move, where would you go?
Great state of Mississippi
Oh, you go back home?
or Texas.
Texas. Like what part? Houston?
I like Houston and Dallas. I like both of them.
Well, Houston will want more opportunities than Dallas.
I mean, I like them both. I can't really pick or choose. It just would have to be.
You can't, I can.
Well, I know you can. You partial.
I'm not partial. I'm impartial.
You from Houston?
No, but you can look up the stats.
You ain't gonna move to San Antonio. You
No, I
gonna
won't
move
move to San Antonio. I won't move nowhere but to Houston because me being black, the opportunities are there like it was for Atlanta when all of us came to Atlanta for us blacks.
Yeah.
You're producing a lot of millionaires. You got a lot of restaurant opens now. You got a lot of blacks prospering now.
Yeah.
In Dallas, the reason why I said not Dallas, you being an entrepreneur in Dallas, you got great employment opportunities. So when you know your position in life, that's how you direct which city or state you want to move in.
Well, for me, I think I'm kind of past the city shit, and I want something more laid back. I'm tired of traffic.
And we all.
I'm tired of the whole just city thing. So for me, I think as I get older and slow it down, if I do anything, it'll be something I could do predominantly with myself. Just maintain. I ain't really, the dreams and aspirations that I had as a younger man have changed now that I've gotten older. What's more important to me now is, being able to relax, enjoy myself, enjoy my family and kids.
Health and peace. Because we talk about health. You had cancer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which cancer did you have?
Kidney cancer.
Kidney cancer. And then they had to remove a kidney, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how was that? And how do you feel now?
I feel a lot better. Shit.
Right.
It was scary. We walk around invincible, especially when we're younger. You don't think about the choices you make while you're young. You can have fun and party and do the things you do. And wake up, then do it again. As you get older, your body changes. So it was a wake up call. It showed me I wasn't invincible. When you're young, you think you're invincible. Nothing affects you.
And how old were you when you discovered you got kidney cancer?
43. My 43rd birthday. I went to California to celebrate, kick it, and came back sick. I thought I was just partying too much. My body was just done with the way I was living. So,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Your filter, kidney is your filter, right?
Yeah.
So how old were you when you had to have your kidney removed? When you found out at 43?
43.
Oh, so it all happened real sudden. So it's been overworking, but it was kind of like we always do: ignore the pain and don't go to the hospital, go to the doctor.
I thank Christiana for that. Because if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be dead right now. You know how we are as men. We ain't going to no damn doctor.
Right.
She pushed me and made me go to the doctor, and she also made me tell the doctor everything. We'll go to the doctor and be like, you don't give them the full business, but they end up doing the full workup and finding out what was really going on. So we as men, we get pain and we kind of brush it off and say, I'll get over it. Things like that, you really don't know until it's too late. So it was a good thing that she really pressed me to find out what was going on. Because like I said, the whole time I was sick, I was like, I'll be all right in a couple of days, let me sleep it off, or it'll go away. So.
Because we're enduring the pain.
Yeah, we endure pain.
We like to be what we call macho and just endure the pain and have a tendency to want to ignore it because we want this. Want this thing as being a man. That should be. I get over it.
Yeah, but so it was scary, but thank God it didn't spread for me. And me and you both have lost a lot of family and friends to cancer.
To cancer, yeah. I lost my mother and my brother, good friends.
A lot of friends.
A lot of friends to cancer.
So it was scary. It was a scary moment. So
what would you tell the men today who still got that macho thing? If you could tell them something about how to take care of themselves, because like our brother just died. My brother passed November the 7th will be 2 years. He died 2020. Not of COVID, but of cancer. But he had carried it for 7 years, like my mother carried it for 7 years.
long time.
Right. So how would you tell them what to better prepare themselves and take care of themselves?
Well, the thing about cancer is you never know. You can be walking around, right, feeling good and it's growing in your body. You just have to, with going to the doctor, getting your checkups, making sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. We all do everything in life that we enjoy is really, really not good for you. Smoking, drinking, cigars, cigarettes, everything that we do and that we enjoy is really not good for you. So if you are a person who lives in that lifestyle, just know that you got to watch your body because all that shit changes what's going on inside of you. It might not happen when you're 25 or when you're 30, but when you start getting older, it starts affecting you. So you need to go to the doctor. You need to, try to eat and live as healthy as you can because when you're young, don't think about it and you think you're invincible, but it's there and it's gonna be there as long as you're doing the things that we do as young people. And if you don't have a conscious effort to go to the doctor, get regularly checked up, it can catch you and it can be too late.
Kind of like a boxer. I say that because that's my favorite sport. Or football, second. Boxing, steady getting hit in the head, getting hit in the head over time. Football player, you steady getting taking them holidays, getting hit in the head, and then you develop these symptoms, concussions, dementias, and all that. But it's over time. Kind of like my right hand, you hit the wall when I practice boxing. They said you were gonna have arthritis in that hand. They kind of know over time. So getting it checked out, you gotta understand if you're drinking, if you're smoking, or doing all these things to your body, and especially in excessive, you gotta know there's gonna be a repercussion, and the repercussion is gonna be something health wise that can affect you for your future, basically.
Perfect example. Both of us in the last couple of years was diagnosed with high blood pressure.
I wasn't diagnosed with it. They told me I had it a couple of times, and then they wanted to give me blood pressure pills, and I refused. I don't like taking no medicine at all, and then I changed it. I changed my diet, and my eating habits.
But the point I'm trying to make
No, I'm with you. I was just letting you know. I was never diagnosed with it.
well, I was.
Right.
Right. So the thing about that is, as a person, you're not gonna feel those changes.
Right.
Right? You don't walk around like, oh, my blood pressure high. You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Right? And you never know if you don't go to the doctor. If you don't
Go get checked.
right? I've lost me as well as you have lost plenty of friends
High blood pressure as well.
who
Cause stroke,
drop dead or have a stroke,
heart attack.
and they're young. And the reason why is because you don't feel it physically. You don't know what's going on inside your body if you're not going to the doctor. And men are the worst for going to the doctor. So I would tell everyone or anyone, any males, black males especially, if you out here, we do it because we're young and we live and we have fun, but eventually it's gonna catch up to you, and you're gonna have to deal with that part of your life if you're not living, healthy.
So we're gonna take a break, but we talk about you having cancer, and then I know your wife had cancer as well, and she had what type of cancer? Breast cancer, and that's one of the number one leading cancers in women, right? I know my mother had some kind of cancer called sarcoma or something with the eye. My brother had what do you have? Lymph nodes?
Blood cancer. Yeah, he had lymphomas.
Yeah, that's the cancer all over the body, right?
It spread everywhere. Yeah.
So we're gonna come back and touch bases on that to go back to the health and wealth about running a business, being an entrepreneur, running your restaurants, but how important all of this coincide with one another. I mean, we're not gonna talk about you not seasoning not washing off the meat with blood and then putting seasoning on it. But we're gonna touch bases on the cancer. We hope you guys enjoy the show. Hey, we're gonna take us 5 minutes. We're gonna get us a little break. We'll be back at you at Pinpoint Podcast.
Welcome to the new townhome residence coming soon, Pinpointe Park. These modern luxury units will be located on Butner Road in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, just minutes away from the downtown area and the Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. The 7 units will include an open floor plan, rooftop patio, 3 bedrooms with 2 masters, and so many more luxurious details. For more information on Pinpointe Foundation's latest development, please visit pinpointfoundation.org. And for interest in pre-sales, please visit our website, pinpointbrokers.net. We hope your new home awaits you.
Welcome back. And here we is back in Pinpoint Podcast. Talking to Mr. Jackson. We left off on talking about a serious topic. We're going to touch some more bases on it. Talking about cancer. And then we're going to move on. But let's just get back into cancer. I know we left off and you told us about you had kidney cancer. My brother had, unfortunately, passed away with lymphoma. My mom died with, I can't never pronounce that name. My sister.
She had eye cancer.
Eye cancer caused something. My big sister know how to say it. I know my best friend, like my brother from another mother as well, Jeff Cox, he died. I think he had either prostate or colon cancer.
Oh, he had the same one like Junior had.
No, he had either it was prostate or colon cancer. I forgot what our buddy had, Darrell D. God bless. He had one of them cancers too, either prostate or colon cancer. Like that. They say the most common thing for women is breast cancer.
For us, it's prostate.
And for men, it's prostate. But let's just talk about the other cancers, like I say. My brother, he had the lymph nodes cancer.
I think Junior's cancer was...
but he had that, I'm just saying he had that cancer.
From his life working in all them damn chemical plants.
Yeah, the chemical plants most definitely killed my brother, unfortunately.
And you know, look, you know, when I went to work with him,
right?
That's when I got cancer.
Really?
Yeah.
That's right, because you worked in that, it was an oil plant. He did a lot of oil plants, right?
Yeah, we went, I did a plant where we cleaned up, what's that poison? I can't think of the name of the poison now, but cyanide. We cleaned up a cyanide plant. Well, it was an entire plant, but it had a lot of cyanide in it. And we cleaned that plant for like a year. I went down there and worked with him. Then after that, that's when I got cancer. So I think that when you're working in those environments, exposing your body to those chemicals.
Toxic chemicals.
Yeah, and Junior had a long history of doing it. I only did it for like 2 years. He did it for like 20-something years.
30. He been doing it since because he used to work offshore, and he working in the plants, oil plants. I remember one time he told me
because he actually
he fell in the oil plant.
He used to get in the tanks.
He got in the tank. He fell. They had to pull him out of there. He almost died. And we think that's where me and him used to talk. That's where the cancer was. But a lot of people promote the breast cancer because I think October's breast cancer this month, and I wanted to. I'm not. I was talking to my lady was talking about the cancer that my mom thing. I don't think it should be focused on just one cancer. Selfishly, I think that's selfish because you got so many other different cancers. Like you had kidney cancer, lymph nodes, colon, blood, and they only talk about the one cancer. Taking nothing away from it. However, cancer, like you say, is cancer. It's all over your body.
Well, I think the reason that breast cancer is so popular and focused on because it happens to a lot of women, like more so than my cancer is rare. Like kidney cancer is not a
common thing.
No, so breast cancer is most women. I say like probably about. I think the statistics are 77% of women in their lifetime can catch breast cancer.
Right.
And that
especially minority women, right?
Minority, any women. And I don't know if it's from the foods we eat or
gotta be from
the environment we're in.
Cause remember when we was growing up, we had watermelon with seeds, oranges with seeds, apples with seeds, just fruit, period, and vegetables, period, had seeds. None of our fruit have seeds.
When you bring that up, I can remember growing up. I've been hearing about cancer since I was little. I can remember being 10, 11 years old, people, in my family losing their life to cancer. It's always been a problem. It's always been an issue, but what I'm saying, it's a greater issue now than it was when we was growing up. We drunk water out of the water hydrant. We the same age bracket. We're not 50s. We drunk water out of the water hydrants. We can't do that now. Yeah. We played all and not get sick. You could do it, but you'll get sick. We wouldn't do that now. Yeah. Back then, we couldn't go in the house. If you went in the house too many times, you got to stay in the house. We went outside in the morning and stayed all night and went outside when it was past out. Mama used to tell you, open that door, call your name, Bob, John, come inside. And we run another hour to stay outside and had all the energy in the world. No, the food wasn't as processed as it is now. I agree with that. So we can't say that. Even with you being in the restaurant business, me cooking the way I cook, even going to the store, because you don't like it, I love it. It's a passion for me, always been. However, I noticed the foods that we go get, it's hard to find food. I don't like buying nothing that say organic because I don't believe shit they sell us. Organic, that's some bullshit. Oh, it's homegrown. That shit ain't no fucking home. Hell, I got chickens that's really homegrown. I ain't slit none of their necks yet, but that day gonna come. Yeah. But when you do, I want some of that fresh fried chicken. Yeah, because that shit gonna be fresh than a motherfucker. And the bones, when you bite down all the way to the bones, it's going to be white. It ain't going to be dark. When it's dark, that means they ain't kill it right. Or that means they had a lot of chemicals in it. Yeah, or what? So the thing is, cancer, a lot of things are causing cancer. So how did you deal with your cancer and then your wife at the time caught cancer? Or did she catch it first? I had it first, then her. Well, dealing with my cancer, I was scared. But I believed and trusted the doctors.
Not God?
Yeah, I trusted God too. What
You
I'm
said
saying,
doctor first.
Because I believed and trusted my doctors.
Not God. So your God, your doctor was your God at that time.
No.
That's what you just said.
Don't misconstrue what I said.
That ain't misconstrued.
I said I believed and I trusted in my doctors.
You said God.
God as well.
You said, but your doctor was your God.
I never said that. You said that.
Yes. But you agreed.
It's a nice play on words.
Whatever.
But no, I trusted my
Your
my
God.
doctors. I trusted my
Your
doctors.
God.
My doctors.
Your
I
God.
say that shit like 22 times now.
You count
Yeah,
it? Go ahead.
29. I trusted and believed in my doctors. Chris' mom is a doctor and her brother. And so after talking with my doctor, talking with them, and prayer, I was pretty confident that I would make it through. And I did make it through. And I'm still cancer-free to this day.
Well, we thank God. Now that's a clap. Can I ask you one thing? I gotta intervene real quick. Not to get off the subject, but I gotta get off the subject for a second. You said through prayer. So when there's two boxers in the ring, if both of them are praying, who the fuck know who God is the real God is the one person?
That don't matter.
And then if you got two football teams,
It don't matter.
and they praying
So you
to
think
their God.
You think God is personally saying, "Oh, I want the Cowboys to win this week"?
No, that's not what I was. Why would you say cowgirls out of all football
I'm
teams?
just saying, I feel like you might like them.
But anyway, I'm serious.
Well,
Pittsburgh Steelers though. Next time, don't disrespect the
They
podcast.
need a lot of prayer. Okay?
Atlanta do too.
We better than y'all, motherfucker.
Y'all won 2 games.
3?
You happy about that?
Yeah, very. They said we wouldn't win but 2 all year.
Oh, they defied the odds. But anyway, like I said, who knows what God is a person praying to? Because
Bro, that's not for me to debate. That's not none of my concern. I don't care.
I'm
None
just
of my
saying.
business.
Hey, his dog got to stop hollering.
None of my business.
In a
I
minute,
don't even know why you worried about
in
it.
a minute, I'm off you a bone because I'm beginning to think you're a dog that like to holler.
I'm just saying. That's
With
none of my
these topics.
concern. That's none of my concern.
Only thing I was a good brother.
People have a personal.
I ain't talking about you, my good brother.
I didn't say you was talking about me. I said.
Taking the person who like to hit dogs.
I said people have a personal.
I understand.
relationship.
Only thing I'm trying to get.
Not for me to judge.
Let me ask the question. I am not judging. It's a question.
Put my motherfucking Gucci's back on.
Motherfucking glasses on. Only thing I'm trying to say is, people be cursing, talking shit, and then they say I prayed to my God. And I be looking at it, because I don't do this. And I try not to do it.
You doing it right now.
No, I'm not. I ain't saying my
You about to label some judgment.
No, I'm not labeling
People be doing this, then
Well,
they
ain't
turn
you
to
talk a
God.
lot right now.
People do this, do that, then they turn to
Ain't
God.
you talk a lot right now.
Why is you concerned?
I'm not concerned.
What they do, what
But
they
you don't let
say.
me motherfucking fit and talk a lot.
Do you think?
God damn it.
Do you think goddamn
My mother. Okay.
Judge
White lady
goddamn
motherfucking talk.
Judge.
The only thing I'm trying to say is, when people say they God, oh, I prayed to my God. Well, you just slap the shit out of somebody, you cuss somebody, you cheated on them. Well, I ain't gonna even say you cheated. You just fuck somebody else outside your marriage.
Nobody's without sin, nigga.
No, I ain't talking about you. Stop being a hit dog.
I'm saying nobody.
I'm just saying one God. I ain't nobody without sin. I ain't perfect. But I just get tired of motherfuckers saying I talk to God and just God bless me.
Yeah.
Well, what fucking God bless you, motherfucker? You sinning.
That's where you wrong.
God bless you.
That ain't none of your concern.
It ain't my concern. I'm just saying what the fuck God you pray to.
The one I
So
pray
if
to.
we both get in a fight, you pray to God, you win. I pray to God, I win.
And you win.
Well, then my God is better than your God. We obviously have the same goddamn God we pray to.
What makes you think God's got something to do with that?
Because we said, oh, thank God I won. I thank God I
You got a
won.
wrong understanding of God.
I do?
Bro. Yes.
Or do they?
I think it's you.
I have an understanding. Misunderstanding.
Wrong. Yes, you got a wrong
Give
understanding.
me my misunderstanding, good bro.
My thing is, it's not your concern.
I ain't saying what my motherfucking concern.
Yes, you have. You just
Oh,
brought
and
the
then
whole
I just
topic.
said, who the fuck God? I'm just saying, look at all these gods.
It's none of your concern. Your concern
You
is
tell me my concern, dog.
your concern is with you. And
No,
you-
I ain't
you-
got
what
no
you going
concern.
on.
My
That's what's wrong with
question
people
was,
today. That's what's wrong
my
with people today.
question was,
They too busy
what
worrying about
dog?
goddamn
I ain't worried about
what
nobody.
goddamn the Joneses and the Jacksons and the goddamn Smith got going on. Don't worry about what their relationship is with God. You know what yours is.
Motherfucker.
God ain't making no
I
goddamn
did
choices
not
about
say a word about
who he rooting
nobody.
for.
I can give a fuck who you root for. I'm just trying to figure out if we both pray to God.
It ain't for you to figure out, my
Who
brother.
the fuck God side on?
It ain't for
So
you to
God
figure
take
out.
side?
It ain't for you to figure out.
How God gonna take a side in Bible?
That's why they call it belief.
You a bullshit ass preacher. Why don't you get you a church?
I need
you
to.
fit in good,
I need
motherfucker.
to. Give me some of that crap flow.
Some of that crap flow.
Some of that crap flow. Buy that.
You bullshit.
But nah, on serious note.
Go ahead, serious though, Jack Lane.
What I feel is, you know, that when you talk about God and relationships, that's personal, man.
We ain't talking about that.
It ain't for me to.
We're not talking about
it ain't for me
personal.
to try to
We're not talking
understand.
about that.
It ain't for me to try to reason.
See, the whole thing, we gonna switch gears. But before I switch these gears, only thing I'm saying is, since you brought it up, not even talking to you, me, and nobody, I'm just saying that people in general, I know there's a lot of people like to say, I thank God, I pray to God, and that's cool.
Right.
But you just curse.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to get you
shot
to
somebody.
understand.
You just did this. What motherfucker you just boxed?
Let me use your term. Let me.
What motherfucking God you were praying to?
Let me use your term, because this is how you talk. Let me use your term. Maybe you'll understand if I say it in your term.
Give it to me.
Let me learn you something.
Learn me something.
It don't matter.
Did I say it fucking matter?
Why is you even worried about it?
Did I say a word?
You know how you say, if it ain't making dollars, it don't make sense.
Don't give a
I ain't got
fuck.
time. I ain't got time to worry about what nobody else got going
How
on.
did we get on counsel to this?
God,
Only thing
brother.
I'm saying is when you talk about you pray to God,
Yes.
what God you pray to?
It don't matter.
When
That's
you
the point I'm
see
trying to make. I could be praying to the God of fucking trees. What do it matter to you?
You
Is it
should go to
stopping?
tree by the fruit stand.
Is it stopping anything you got going on?
No.
So what is the problem?
Alright, we ain't gonna get past this shit with this motherfucker right here. Hey, we gonna
You ain't gonna answer that part.
Yeah. Ask the question, I'm gonna answer.
I just said.
I was ducking dog.
What do it matter to you?
It don't.
Thank you. So there ain't no comment.
Bro, my point.
The point is no comment. You let motherfuckers do what they want to do.
The point is, Pinpoint Podcast have no adversity and hostility. You about to have that shit reversed. You motherfucker don't talk to me, motherfucker.
Motherfucker threatening me on camera. You hear this shit?
I did not threaten. I just stated.
And this my partner.
The possibilities.
Possibilities and dynamics will change.
But go ahead. Since
But
we're talking about that, jump into it. Let's go to a social media topic.
Go.
What you feel about Ye? And don't call him Kanye West.
I'm so glad.
Because we gotta respect that man.
I'm so
changing his name.
glad. I'm so glad you brought that
Like
up.
Muhammad Ali, he whooped dude ass in the ring. What's my name, boy?
Yeah.
Well, he called him Candy Clay. He got in the ring, beat his ass. Man, they need to respect Ye. That's his name.
I'm about to tell you.
So what
You
you
asked
feel
me what
about
I
that?
feel.
With the Jewish and all that.
This is what I feel about Ye. I have no fucking feeling. Because guess what? That's motherfucking Ye business. Ye got billions, millions of dollars. That motherfucker say whatever he want to say.
Facts.
It ain't gonna change my household. It ain't gonna change nothing I got going on.
Ain't gonna pay down
It has nothing to do with my fucking life. That's Ye business. I'm focused on my business. That's all that matters. I can't worry about what Ye got going on because Ye ain't got nothing to do with me.
So the other people need to stop fucking worrying about Ye.
Other people need to stop worrying about everything that they see in life and on social media. That shit ain't got nothing to do with you. Your focus need to be on you.
You gonna ask me?
I will ask you.
Take your time.
I will ask you. What do you feel about Ye?
I feel like whatever that man business is, that's his business. Same thing.
Facts.
You know, I ain't never gave two shits about nobody in their business.
Because what does it have to do with
Like,
us?
Exactly.
At
Like
the
I
end
was
of
just
the day.
sharing with
At the end
you
of the day.
a simple question. about a lot of people say they pray to God and thank God. I just trying to figure out what fucking God you praying to.
That's goes back to what we just said about Ye. What the fuck that got to do with you?
I said figure out. Figure
You
out.
care? Why do you even care?
I don't give a fuck.
Thank
And then we ain't gonna even go through that.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Alright, we
Hey,
gonna go.
what the cue card say, Big Dog? Some of that shit again. We got 20 more minutes. So we got 20 minutes. Let's make these last 20 minutes good for the people.
First of all, we're gonna pinpoint podcast. Ain't no time limit.
But you know, I got other engagements.
But you gonna watch your tone and watch your mouth.
You know, it sounds good on tape.
You do?
Yeah, it sounds good.
It sound like some gangster shit.
I'm gonna do what I do.
Watch your tone. Watch your conduct.
I'm a conduct.
Watch your conduct.
I'm gonna act accordingly to how I feel. But nah.
But we go back.
But no, for real, Jay, just reflecting on that Kanye shit, I think it's like
It's Ye.
Yeah. I think it's like the most stupidest shit. Like, it's a distraction from thinking about what the fuck going on really in the world. Like, who gives a fuck what this nigga say? Who gives a fuck what he doing? His money, he do what he want. And honest with you, I hope, and I really think he probably doing a power move to get away from having to answer to other people.
All them contracts.
And be able to do whatever he want to do.
Exactly.
But am I offended? No, I don't give a fuck. Am I hurt? No, I don't give a fuck. Because guess what?
And you're not opinionated.
Ye don't sign my checks. He don't give me no groceries. He don't pay my light bill. He don't pay my car notes. He has nothing to do with my life. So why the fuck am I so enveloped, or why is anyone enveloped and so caught up in what the fuck Ye talking about, or what he's doing? Or anyone for that matter.
Right.
So, yeah. I think it's silly for it to even be a concern of somebody, the average person just walking around every day. Like, it's stupid. You need to be focused on what you got going on.
Only what you got going on. But you know, it's a lot of people do a lot of commenting. But let me just touch base with you on this one here. So we brought up Ye in social media. Mm-hmm. What about the young man Charleston White out of Texas?
Same thing. So what I think about Charleston White is, I think Charleston White found a lane. He found a lane to make some money doing what he do.
Do you like it?
I have no opinion.
So you don't like or dislike?
I don't know that motherfucker, man. So, you know, I ain't got no opinion whatsoever. He on the internet talking shit. He found him a lane to make him some money. Now, if I was the motherfucker he was talking shit about, and I was in the position of a T.I. or Boosie and all the rest of the motherfuckers, I wouldn't pay that shit no attention. Because guess what? It don't affect nothing I got going on.
That's right. You ask me now?
You ain't got nothing to do with what I got going on. You making a name off speaking my name. You can say what you want. I know how I live my life. I know what I'm doing. I'm not worried about the bullshit. But yeah, you can speak your life. Speak what you want to say.
You gotta ask me. What the fuck I supposed to be
What's your opinion?
About what?
Charleston White.
I ain't got no opinion about that, man. He from Texas.
Okay.
I'm from Texas.
What they got to do with anything?
What Texas men do. They find a lane and they when they find a lane, they what you call it, you accomplish in that lane, you the one word I want to use. What's it called? Hogging. No, it's not a hogging. You master it. You master your lane.
I'm gonna put this back to you though. I don't care where he's from. That motherfucker be from Mars. You go fuck.
Well, you give a fuck and now you ask me. You gotta let me answer what I want. I let you
answer. So you have a special affinity for niggas from Texas or something?
What the fuck you got one for special for motherfuckers from Mississippi?
Nah, I don't give a fuck where you from, nigga. I respect you for who you are.
Me too, but that ain't what the fuck I said.
I ain't gonna roll with a nigga just cause he from the SIP. Just cause.
But you gonna watch your tone.
It's flawed niggas from everywhere.
You gonna watch your tone and
I ain't never watched my tone.
You act like your hands like that. They lie.
You seen video?
What video?
My shit documented, son.
Oh, you ain't got documentation on me?
Yeah, I got. Nah, I ain't seen nothing on you. I seen it live. I don't need documentation.
Yeah. My live was live.
I'm just saying. You seen my shit on video.
But you seen my shit live. Live, prime time live.
Well, hey, no bar none.
Nah, but really, I really don't care nothing about what Ye or Charles White.
I mean,
anybody
think about
else.
that. Think about that. We two partners
Yeah.
from different places, but we brothers because we believe in the same thing. We raised the same way.
Brothers, because we bonded and we've been through shit together.
But
We
think
trust
about
each other.
But think about it. That's from different places.
You Uncle John and I'm the godfather of your kids. So it's not about that.
Right.
So when I talk about Texas, to be honest with you, I just be talking shit.
Nah.
Because that state is the last motherfucking state to free black folk. And I'm born and raised in a motherfucker. Everybody else around the world just started celebrating Juneteenth. We've been celebrating that shit since I was birthed into it. So when they announced that shit through y'all motherfucking president,
Obama?
yeah, Joe Biden, you know the one you voted for.
I voted for all of them. Obama. I don't mean to disrespect your name like that. Obama. And goddamn Joe Biden.
You voted
Bill
for?
Clinton. I voted for it.
You didn't vote for Bush?
Hell no, I ain't voted for that.
Do you remember who was in my office?
Yeah, you voted for Bush.
Goddamn right.
So, which one? Fucking.
I want a cookie, motherfucker.
God, you can never get that.
You didn't vote for Trump?
Fuck no.
Anybody that's in the streets,
No.
listen to me.
I don't give a fuck about
Hear me
your
out.
name.
Hear the fuck me out.
No.
In my opinion, any man that say they in the streets, that say they a gangster, ex-gangster, or man that leadership, gangman, whatever, why wouldn't you like Trump? He did the same thing you would do. If you was in power, like Trump, he gonna speak truth. And he did what he said he gonna do. Hold on, hear me out. You got to hear me out. It don't give a fuck. Everything Joe Biden said was a lie.
I believe him.
You believe in Joe Biden?
I believe that.
He passed the 1992 crime bill.
Excuse me. I believe everything Joe Biden said. Facts.
Wow.
Pinpoint Courier is a Georgia and Texas-based on-demand delivery service. We offer same-day, rush, and even direct drive delivery while guaranteeing top-notch, reliable, and quality service at the best competitive prices. Come try us out. Visit us at our website, pinpointcourier.com, or give us a call today for more information. Pinpoint, always pointing you in the right direction.
But anyway, like we say, here's the thing. What I'm saying, we'll go back and forth with that because we're gonna get back on the restaurateur before we close out our Pinpoint podcast. But I must say this in peace.
Go.
It's a man who, like I say, if you're any type of person from them streets, if you're any type of person that hustle, any type of person that will ride for your guys, how you not agree with Trump? Because that's all he did. He stayed down with his people. You don't gotta like him. I'm saying he did crisscross.
You saying?
I'm not saying he gonna hold on.
Listen.
I'm just saying listen. I'm not saying he gonna invite you to his dinner table and you gonna invite him there. But what I am saying is, if that's what you want, and if you was in that position, convince me you wouldn't do the exact same thing he would do.
He ride for his folk, man.
See, that's what wrong with black folk. They don't ride for their folk. They ride for bullshit. So you believe in affirmative action? You believe in welfare? A person stay on welfare all day? That's just yes or no. Do you believe in affirmative action?
Yeah, I do.
You believe in welfare?
Yeah, I do.
So you think people should stay on welfare?
So you mean tell me you don't appreciate the government cheese you got?
Man, hell no. What government cheese I got?
It sustained you.
Well, sustain me.
When you was growing up.
No, the fuck did me and getting money got sustain me?
Who?
Me and getting money. I'm saying groceries, selling candy, doing the fuck.
But
I don't want to be. See, that's where you wrong, young man. I don't want to be supported by a cause and by a government and saying this is my value, this is my worth. So listen, what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter who you are. If this is a cause that you ride for, live by what you stand for, how you go against just because a different party? I don't give a fuck about a party because neither party is supporting me. I don't want to deal with nobody who think it's okay to be on welfare for the rest of their life. I don't want to deal with nobody who want to get a job because it's affirmative action. You got to hire a token black. I feel
A token?
Listen, affirmative action. That's what they do. You got to hire a black to say you're not racist and you really are racist. My whole thing, fuck them people. Get your ass out and hustle and bustle. You can't sit up and complain no more about the white man keeping you down, about the system keeping you down, about they ain't giving you hope opportunity. It's so much hope and opportunity out here. It's about you and your motherfucking hustle. Weak motherfucking men have a complaint and they clatch on to a tool to say this is the reason why I'm not here. The reason why you ain't here because you are ain't shit motherfucker. You don't belong to, you don't deserve to be there. You don't need to get a job because of your race. You don't need to let a motherfucker to dictate what your value is. And let a motherfucker go get a woman that have a bunch of kids and she, bitch, stop opening your legs.
Ooh.
Close the motherfuckers.
You done?
Hold on, I'm almost done on my motherfucking shit. But what I'm trying to say is, hold on. What I'm trying to say is, you got too many people use excuses to justify their reason. When you got a woman that laying on her back 3, 4, 5, 6 baby daddies, 10 baby daddies, and you got all different baby daddies, man, fuck her. Why I gotta give her welfare? Why I gotta pay taxes for this motherfucker? Keep your stinking ass legs closed. You follow what I'm saying?
Sorry, bitch.
Yeah, sorry, motherfucker. And then you got a motherfucker that want a job because his blackness to fit in with the whiteness. Man, fuck him too. Fuck him or her.
Is you almost
Get your ass, I'm almost done.
Man.
Get your ass up out of here with that bullshit. You got, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So I don't sit up here and side with people because they say this is the party you're supposed to be in. I feel like every man, every woman should get out here and go get it how they live. Get your ass up and go work.
I applaud that.
Period, point blank.
I applaud that.
And the reason why you in a race, because people say I ain't racist. What the fuck you is? Racist is only saying you want your race or class to be above this other race. Just like the Asians, just like Chinese, just like Japanese, just like the white, just like the motherfucking Africans. These big head ass Africans come over here. They don't like no motherfucking black men over here from America. I ain't no motherfucking African American. I'm a fucking American. I'm born and raised in America. I ain't never been to Africa. What the fuck you calling me an African? Them motherfuckers don't like me, and I'm cool with that. I hit their ass in the motherfucking head with one of these jabs. I might break my fist, but I'm gonna break them down at the same time. You dig that? Did you catch that, slow man? You see what I'm saying? But I don't want you to give me shit just because I'm supposed to be in this particular party. I get tired of motherfucking weak ass black men. I always want something, but like the Charles White guy say, y'all ain't doing that shit to these white folks of no other race. Look how fast Joe Biden, your president, passed the Asian hate crime. That motherfucker was in there overnight and the Asian hate bill got passed.
He's your president.
Overnight. Well, he's the American president at this time. Let's get it right. Just like Obama was. But you gotta remember, he the ones called you predators.
Can I talk? I mean, you went on.
Well, go ahead and talk to me, motherfucker.
37-minute rant.
Yeah, I can. Shit.
I appreciate your passion.
I said go.
I appreciate you.
Go.
Hey, man, you ain't finna bully me, bro.
Nah, it's a bully because I said go.
I'm just saying, you said go twice.
Go. Go.
I appreciate your passion.
Motherfucker, we could be DC go in this motherfucker.
But I think you don't understand two things you talking about.
Yes.
You
Give it
said
to
you
me.
don't like affirmative action.
No. I said I don't believe in permanent. I didn't like or dislike.
You don't believe in it.
No, I know.
Okay.
I just don't feel like you should use that to get in a position.
What do you mean use that to get a position? So let me break it down for you.
Man,
I don't think you understand.
hold on. Let me say this and I promise you.
talking about-
I gotta say this. I gotta say this
Give you
here.
some blackness.
No, I'm black this motherfucker.
Let me
You
go.
look like a white man right
Let
now.
me
You got on a white cap.
Let me
And
talk.
do you look in the
Let me
mirror?
talk.
You more white
Let
than
me
me.
talk.
You got on a white hat and your skin white.
I just let you spew your KKK filled hate for 37 minutes. Let me talk.
Go ahead then. You black lover.
You say you don't believe in affirmative action.
I said I give two shits about it.
Okay, well, that's the white man's view. And the
So
reason
that's
why
a black man view too. I'm black.
Hey man, stop rebutting me. I let you
You want a box
I
over the
let you
shoulder?
talk. I let
You
you
about
talk.
to make me want a
Let me
box.
talk. So let me tell you something, sir. Kind sir.
Yeah, you better right.
Cloak of
You
a
better
devil.
start watching your conduct.
Uh,
Go ahead.
affirmative action is not based on giving something to somebody because of their skin color.
It's because they boxed out minorities for getting in a position.
For how long?
Who gives a fuck? Create your own position. Be a creator.
How you gonna create a position if you don't have a lane to create it?
You got a lane to create it now.
That's why they created
You
it.
weren't back in the motherfucking 60s,
That's what they
50s,
say.
40s, 20s, and
It don't
30s.
matter.
We talking about now.
The motherfuckers had a 400-year head start.
We did too. The Moors ruled
We did
800
too.
years. They ruled for
We did
800.
too.
The
We did
Moors
too.
ruled 800
This whole
years.
This whole
They trained them.
This whole country was built off of the
What
back
did
of
George
our
Washington
people.
chop down the cherry tree mean? He severed ties with the Moors.
That nigga didn't chop down no cherry tree.
No, it's a metaphor.
It's a
He
metaphor.
chopped down the cherry mean he severed ties with the Moors who taught them civilization.
Listen, we can't have a conversation if you keep interrupting me.
You gotta watch your cousin when you talk to me.
I let you talk.
You let me? It's Pinpoint
What's that
Podcast.
nigga name? I let you talk.
It's Pinpoint Podcast.
Clayton Bigsby, you had your turn.
No, it's Mr. Menifee to you.
Clayton Bigsby.
Don't call me out my name.
Clayton Bigsby.
My name got my daddy blood on it. It's
Clayton
Mr. Menifee.
Bigsby Menifee.
It's
Let
Mr.
me
Menifee.
speak.
You Mr. Jackson, I'm Mr.
Well, I
Menifee.
wasn't just Mr. Jackson 2 minutes ago.
You sorry, Jackson.
Whatever. Let me finish
You
my
know, you
point.
might be the sorry Mr. Jackson.
I let you finish your point. Let me finish.
Okay, I made a song about
Shouldn't
you.
have gave me no liquor. nigga.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. Go ahead, Miss Jackson.
You can't be against something that's for you.
Yeah, I don't need to be for me.
For not your particular situation.
I work hard
Every-
for everything I got. Everybody give
so
me
what
shit.
you mean? So what you mean to tell me that other people don't work hard?
I don't give a fuck about other people.
Oh, so why you worried about affirmative action?
I ain't. They have my word.
You
Or did I
got
tell them?
you had a big problem with
No, I
that.
don't.
You just ran it for 30 minutes about it.
I got the time how much I've ran it.
Affirmative action is set up so that people can have the same playing field, sir.
If you create your own,
The
create
playing
your own
field.
playing field.
Well, you are an exception to the rule. Everybody don't have the same playing field.
Who gives a fuck on how you raised and which brought you to? When you got to the four-way stop sign, we all was there. I turned this way, you turned your way. Your decision got you where you at. My decision got me where I'm
That's
at.
where you're wrong.
Well,
You can't think everything happens the way it happened for you. It don't happen for everybody the same way. It don't happen for everybody the same way, sir.
You did say you was a hater.
Your concern should be for everyone.
Why the fuck my concern should be everybody fuck?
Because you say you're a man of the people.
What the fuck I say that? Give
You
me
said
a
that
rewrite the
earlier.
podcast.
You ain't never say that?
Fucking no.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Somebody gonna come get you.
Who gives a fuck? If I die, my people straight. You got good insurance? Mine do. Shit. Who gives a fuck?
You're missing the point of what I'm
And
saying.
who the fuck gonna get me like I'm be scared? What the fuck?
whoa.
What
I ain't
the
say
fuck
you-
you think
I ain't say you
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
be
scared.
doing while they trying to get me? I
say
ain't
you
gonna be trying to get them
scared.
back.
I ain't say you're gonna be scared.
I ain't gonna be trying to get them
I never
back.
said that.
I'm asking you a question.
I said-
Think about me.
I said.
Think about your brother.
I said,
If they come to get me, what do you think I'll be doing while they coming?
it don't matter.
Am I be sitting scared?
That ain't what I said.
I'll ask you a question.
You don't agree.
I
You said
said,
you
answer
gonna
the
help
motherfucking
You don't
question.
agree. You don't agree that helping people is a good thing.
I love helping people. I don't like I love.
So what's the problem?
Helping people who got it's okay. Give you an example. We like feeding that Pinpoint Foundation. They're hungry.
And give it to the homeless.
No. How the fuck you gonna tell me? Let me speak. We like feeding the hungry. Fuck the homeless. A lot of homeless motherfuckers, not the ones who lost their lives, who lost stuff in the fire, who lost things in a hurricane. Those tragics. That's different. We talking about the homeless motherfuckers. We done fed them a lot. There's some ungrateful, ingrateful motherfuckers.
Listen, all
And they in a position like they in because they fucked over people.
that's all walks of life.
You know what? People don't want to deal with the real walks of life. They want to be pacified. We don't give our pacifiers to this motherfucker. How about that? We give you a bottle of water, motherfucker. Be happy. Drink. and gain your strength.
Or a bottle of Jameson.
Mother, bottle of liquor, period. But we ain't giving out no vouchers for the motherfuckers who ungrateful. We done gave our clothes, food, money, and all of us ungrateful. They be in the line trying to take from this person to sell to the person behind them in the line.
So you mean to tell me everybody you gave to was ungrateful?
Everybody homeless. Homeless, yes. Every time we went out there and fed the homeless, not the hungry. It's a difference. You got families like my family. We grew up. My mother did the best she could do to raise her 5. We was hungry, but we weren't homeless. Understand the difference and distinguish the difference. And growing up on welfare, have an understanding. You don't want to live this way. It's a temporary fix to help. But I'm talking about the people who want to make it permanent for people like taxpayers to continue to take care and to support their ass. Get your sorry ass out. You know these motherfuckers look stronger than you and be begging and won't hand out. Get your ass out there and get a job.
I'm not disagreeing with that. So I agree with welfare. I think welfare.
I don't disagree with welfare. I agree with the Democrats saying welfare should be permanent because when it's permanent, they're controlling.
You mean perpetual, forever?
Yeah, that's what they want.
Nah, man.
Yes, they do. The Republicans don't. The Democrats do. You know what I'm saying too when I say Democrat, not Democrat.
I know what you're trying to say.
I ain't trying to say shit. I'm saying.
I don't think nobody wants to be on welfare.
But I ain't trying. You know, trying to try.
You saying people wish to be on welfare forever?
It's a lot of people do. I know people like that.
Welcome to the new townhome residence coming soon, Pointe Park. These modern luxury units will be located on Butner Road in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, just minutes away from the downtown area and the Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. The 7 units will include an open floor plan, rooftop patio, 3 bedrooms with 2 masters, and so many more luxurious details. For more information on Pinpoint Foundation's latest development, please visit pinpointfoundation.org. And for interest in pre-sales, please visit our website, pinpointbrokers.net. We hope your new home awaits you.
So you like people on welfare? I ain't not talking about people on welfare that need the aid. I'm talking about some people who want to stay on welfare. It's a lot. I'm talking about the people who want to stay on it. I'm not talking about people who need the aid. See, distinguish what I'm saying. Don't try to put it like I'm saying people on welfare ain't shit. No, I'm saying the people who want to build now. If you on welfare for 20 years, that's your motherfucking fault. Because that's a choice you made. You sorry than a motherfucker don't want to get up and go get a job. You disagree? We're not talking about the disabled. We're not talking about the mentally challenged. We're talking about people that's strong and out there scamming. Get the distinguishment on what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about a person, like I stated, whose house got burned down, whose house got flooded. I'm not talking about somebody go to work every day and they got in a bad car accident. I'm not talking about somebody in the military came back shell shocking and got that thing. I'm not talking about them people. I'm talking about the people who ain't been nowhere, who work strong than a motherfucker, and don't want to do shit in life.
Yeah, well,
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know nobody like that.
Yeah, I do.
Well,
I grew up in the ghetto. I don't know about you.
I don't know anybody like that.
Oh wow.
Who strives to be on something.
Well then you can't relate to nothing I went through then. I know people that thrive.
Want to be on one.
I know people in this decade, 2022, come to me and talk about they got $3,000 and $4,000 food stamps to sell. I'm like, how the fuck did you get that? Did you ever look at your school taxes on your property? You own property, pinpointed about real estate. One of the taxes, I didn't understand it when I was young, but when I became a grown-ass man, a business owner, entrepreneur, making millions, I started paying attention to the taxes. School tax is higher than the mother. That's the highest property tax on your bill. And when you see a little motherfucker skipping, I'm paying for you to skip school. That's why the school property taxes are high in certain areas, because they want people to elevate. The people sit up here and complain and be like, oh, well, you over there at that good school. Yeah, I pay the taxes, so I don't want this motherfucker skipping school, because we paying for it. When you go over there in impoverished areas, you got motherfuckers with the taxes are low, motherfuckers skipping school and doing all this other shit, and then you wonder why. But you wasting your tax dollars.
Taxes are low because the income is low. I get where you're going, but no, it's not that simple.
That's your opinion.
No, that's the truth.
How your truth is my opinion.
It's not.
So your truth is my truth.
The truth is the truth.
Well, give me your truth.
Opinions are opinions.
Give me your truth.
Everybody has them.
I say give me your truth.
The truth is true. So
Give
you
me
like
your
Fox?
truth.
You like Fox News?
So I like Fox News.
No, you are Fox News.
I don't look at Fox News.
You sound like Fox News.
Why would you just can't sound like me?
You giving me some motherfuckers.
I don't watch Fox News.
What they call that shit? Alternate facts.
What alternate facts did I give you?
You just said.
Are people not getting $3,000 in food stamps?
I don't know that. I don't know that.
I do. See, you don't. So you can't say it's alternate facts.
I'm
Or people
I'm
not.
talking about tax brackets in neighborhoods and where you live.
I talk
I know
about
that to be true.
No. The tax bracket. I didn't talk about tax bracket. You need to pay attention.
No, you said the tax.
I say
tax.
property tax.
Yeah, they're higher in different places.
Because when the higher,
You
the
can't have the
education is
same
better.
tax bracket in the fucking ghetto that you have out here. They can't afford them taxes.
No, but when
They
you
don't
raise
make the money to pay
it,
them.
but when you raise it up, they complain.
They can't pay those kind of taxes.
Get a fucking job.
Oh, okay. So everybody is gonna work the same jobs.
No. If you gotta have multiples, do what you gotta do. Don't fucking complain. I grew up in the ghetto not having shit. Shit. No daddy. Mama taking care of 5. I didn't complain about shit. Poverty, violence, drugs.
You.
Exact.
So you an exception.
No, ain't no fucking exception.
So
I did not complain.
So that happens for everyone.
I don't give a fuck. What I'm saying, if I can make it out, the next motherfucker can. Who the fuck do I hang with? How about this? Let's say this here. You know this.
Why you so heated?
Because I can be.
Why you upset?
Who do I hang with?
Take it down there.
Do I hang with white people or black people?
Yeah, I don't know any white people you hang with.
Thank you. Do I help a lot more than most people help?
I can say that. Yeah.
How many motherfuckers I hired that caught drug cases? A lot.
Plenty.
How many motherfuckers I help open businesses?
Plenty.
How many motherfuckers that I help cross me?
Plenty.
Okay, what color were all them motherfuckers?
I would say black.
Thank you. Know they was black.
What's the point?
Was you one of them?
White people do the same shit.
I ain't talking about white. We talking about us.
So I understand your analysis.
I'm not into. I don't know what white people do. I don't know what Asians do.
So
I don't know what Japanese
You
people
should have
do.
been helping white people? What you trying to say?
What I'm saying is, I have no discrimination. I can only speak facts on what I've been through. Not with nobody
Again,
else.
I say you. You're not everybody, motherfucker. You.
Man, you
can't
I'm
speak
walk
for everybody.
motherfucker. I'm gonna test your hand skills.
You can't speak for everybody. You can only speak for you.
I'm speaking for me. I said my opinion.
So that's only.
I open up in my opinion.
You just came back and said those were all facts.
No, you said facts. I said what facts?
I said property taxes were facts. I
said property taxes. Okay, you the great debater mixer. Okay, we ain't gonna go there. This motherfucker. Hey, but anyway, what we was talking about got us off sidetrack with your motherfucking ass.
No, it's all good. It's all love.
It ain't nothing but love. But I meant what I said. I believe in every man and every woman, no matter what race you are in. Get up and work and accept whatever position in life you're supposed to be. And do not sit up here and overindulge in anything. Live above your means. That's why a lot of people go down and make it seem like the world ain't right for them. But you got yourself in a position where you weren't supposed to be.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and
be who you supposed to be.
And I'm gonna agree with you on this note.
If you're an employee, be an employee. If you're an employer, be an employer.
Everybody ain't meant to be an entrepreneur. Everybody ain't meant to be a business.
But a lot of people think they are.
I'm gonna agree with you. So I'm gonna end it on this, or I'm gonna end my part on this. I agree with half of the things you're saying. You're right. You can, in this country, you can grow up and be whoever you want to be. There's no excuse. Because the only person stopping you from doing anything is you. So I agree with that. But I also agree that they had help. They had 400 years of help. And some of the things that we have in places to help people who didn't have that help.
Let me say
there are
this
exceptions to everything.
Let me say this here. We're going to close it out. But I mean, based off you say they had help. Of course they did. However, time changed. We're disobedient to God. We're disobedient to one another.
Did you just bring God into this?
Yes. I love God.
Which God? My God or your God? Because you just said who God on my they separate.
I said when we out there committing the crime and we both praying to God, who God gonna win? That's what I said. Get it right. Stop twisting shit. But anyway, let me complete. Basically, what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, this is about real estate. We got sidetracked. However, because we're in a real estate location, so you got to have a location to talk this shit to, whether it's on the streets, office, your house, or whatever, it's still real estate. But at the end of the day, I feel that every man and every woman should stop complaining no matter what ethnicity group you're in and try to figure out a way for you and yours to win. Because the hope and the opportunities are out there for each individual. It might be harder for some, but the ones that overcome, they didn't do the complaining that you did. They didn't sit around the people that you sat around to sit around and talk about the other people and complain to where you couldn't move. You can't move forward if you talking to everybody who's talking backwards. So your life is a dictator. You are the architect of your fortunes as well as your misfortunes. You created this life you in because the choices was there. You follow me? Now it depends on what choice you made that got you where you're at. But the time is over for us to continue to complain. Because right now, me being in real estate, they redlining. But do redlining stop you from getting a house? Or do they try to keep putting the obstacles in front of you to where you give up to get that house, to get that commercial location? Do you get a bad negotiated deal on a lease space because the opportunities weren't there, or because your cheap ass didn't want to hire a commercial broker to do what they do and you try to do everything and you worry about them making a fee, but you want them to pay you a fee? It's a lot of motherfuckers want fees but don't want to pay out fees. You dig what I'm talking about? So you got to understand where you at in life before you can speak on where you going in life. You created your destination. You got to that four-way stop sign like everybody else. And the route you took was a choice you made. Don't blame nobody else if you didn't come up on a good foot. You did that. That was your choice, your decision. Didn't nobody make you do that.
You ready?
Give it to me.
That's why we here.
Pinpoint Podcast, y'all. We hope y'all enjoyed yourself. Hey, here with Mr. Jackson, you always gonna have a thing. We talked about cancer.
You didn't let me finish that point. That's why we here.
Well, you know, I just close out.
What you doing is educating. What you're doing is giving people a vessel where they can
Well, let's
see
call it a broader view.
a broader view. Well, that's good that we have these conversations because people can see and get a broader view or understanding and see brothers together showing people how to move.
I show how many people I created. How many
Man,
people I shot to move.
Lots.
And that's on facts, right?
Facts.
Have I got anything out of it? No.
That's a whole other podcast, ain't it?
No, I'm gonna end the podcast how I want to end it. I just asked that one question.
I'm not privy to that information.
You are privy to it. You know you've been right there, my brother. You know.
I would say that a lot of people have benefited from associations to you and the knowledge that you
Have I? My best interest in you, have I benefited from that? The answer would be hell no.
Well, I would hope so. I don't know personally from me, but I would hope so.
When I say you, it's like a metaphor, not you.
I get you.
Stop being that hit dog. Stop fucking hollering. What dog would you be anyway? Saint Bernard?
I'll be a motherfucking Great Dane.
Yeah, you'll be something like that. Nah, you'll be a Saint Bernard. Saint Bernard big and fat.
Big dog.
No, you wouldn't be nothing masculine. You'd be something fat.
Masculine? I'll
You
be a
would
Great
not.
Dane, motherfucker.
No, I'm saying masculine like
What did
a
I
cat.
say? Did I say Great Dane?
What I say?
You agree with me?
Saint Bernard.
No.
Saint Bernards are big and fat.
I don't like
That's
Saint
you.
Bernard. I'm a Great Dane.
You're a Saint
I
Bernard.
done already said Great Dane.
Mr. Jackson being a Saint Bernard, and we appreciate him coming out on Pointe Podcast. We hope you guys go visit us, go like and subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on our social media platform, Pinpoint Foundation. I think the Instagram is under JL Menifee, and I think the TikTok is under that as well. But again, we hope you enjoyed the show. We try to give out things to educate you, entertain you, and then help you marinate. I hope I didn't offend anybody out there to listen.
And it's all love. Like, we talk shit, but it's all love.
Yeah, it's all love for sure. Hope we didn't offend anybody out there. But if we did, I'm not fucking apologizing.
If we
Because you ain't
did,
got to listen to the motherfucking show.
I'm gonna drink a shot of Jameson for a nigga that we did.
Yeah, I'm going to drink a shot of Herradura for the motherfucker that feel like we're offending. I'm going to say
Oh,
fuck
that's
you.
a Texas nigga, Herradura.
Yeah, Herradura. Cowboy.
Herradura.
Herradura. Goddamn. Hey, I drink Casamigos. I like Lobos. I like LeBron James shit too. Right now, today, I'm drinking Herradura. No, none of them sponsor me. No goddamn way. Why the fuck is my allegiance should be to something that don't even know me?
I don't even know what LeBron James drinks, sir.
Lobos. His shit is good than a motherfucker.
Never heard of it.
I just told you.
I travel with small circles.
Go get Lobos for me real quick. Before we close out, I gotta put out Lobos. Lobos good.
I'm not gonna.
I got Lobos, I got Deli. It's tequila, I know you're not. But I got Lobos, I got De Leon, I got Douce. You know that Douce is in the bottle up there. I got them. But my drink of choice, my taste of choice, is Herradura Reposado, Casamigo Reposado, Macallan, or Glenlivet.
Well, you got a lot of damn tasty choices.
Those two tequilas.
This is my tasty choice.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's why we got it just for you. This dance for you, baby boy. Lobos in the back. Tequila.
Jameson.
To the back, to the right. Lobos. To the right, to the right, to the right.
I got a kiss like a racehorse.
Yeah. We still rolling, right?
No.
But all serious to the side, we hope you guys enjoyed. Not to offend any Democrats or Republicans. Not to offend anybody who agree or disagree with affirmative action. Not to agree or disagree with anybody who feel like they should be on welfare for life. That's cool. I don't agree with the shit. Period, point blank. And that's my right. That's my choice. You feel me? So I don't need no comments when if y'all go out and look at, we hope y'all go out and look at the podcast to its entirety. Y'all can find it on our YouTube, Pinpoint Foundation. Like and subscribe. But, hey, Pinpoint Foundation, we hope y'all enjoyed yourself with Mr. Jackson. I'm Mr. Menifee. Pinpoint Podcast. We signing out.
Thank you
Peace.
for
We
having
out.
me, my brother.
Hey, always a pleasure, and we will have Mr. Jackson again, because obviously we got other topics to talk about, because with this dude in town, we always get sidetracked. The Hit Dog, that's his new name, Hit Dog.